Hello everyone, I am Professor Vishal Tiwari from IT Department of St. Vincent Pallotti College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. I welcome you all for today's Day 1 second session on exploring G Suite for effective teaching learning.
Before starting with the topic, I would like to congratulate all of you for taking first step towards advanced teaching learning method, that is education 4.2. In next few minutes I will be covering about why we should look for a Google product, that is G Suite, different type of teaching learning process that we can adopt using G Suite. What do we mean by LMS, that is learning management system, different tools that can be used in LMS, and after this I will be giving demonstration of Google Classroom. So why I am saying to use Google product? The reason for that is today internet is available to everyone. With Google we have the option of anytime anywhere, that is whenever we want to search anything we can directly go on Google browser, that is Chrome, and type anything. It is going to give you response with the Google search engine. That is the ease of accessibility. Second point is it is paperless. Whatever we will be doing on Google will always be a paperless thing. Third, it is comparatively very easy with the tools available in the market, due to which we save good amount of time also. And for teachers it is more important to focus on content than the technique. Fourth is through Google we can collaborate with many different tools, which makes our teaching learning more attractive and empowered. Google in itself is a huge brand. If you ask a 5-year-old, he will say he is aware about Google. The reason for that is it has created that kind of brand. So we should also rely on it. Last, with G Suite we get one-stop package solution. Different types of Google account are there. Basically there are 3 types of Google account, that is Gmail, which is more of a kind personalized Gmail account which can be used for mailing purpose. Many of you have registered with that email account in our FDP. Other one is one account for all that Google gives for your personalized things. Like if I want to access YouTube, you can access with that one account. Third, which is our focus, that is G Suite. With G Suite we get all the features available in normal Gmail account and one account. With that we also get different types of tool which can be used for enhancing our need. G Suite can be used by any organization. It is not only for education, it can be used for private business personalities also. a G Suite of a tools designed to empower educator and student as they learn and innovate together. It is one of the most powerful tool that teacher can have while teaching. This is how I feel for G Suite. G Suite for Education has two models. One is G Suite for Education, which is free, and the other one is G Suite for Education, which is Enterprise Edition. There you have to pay for it. In today's time, everything is at a tip of a finger. Whatever you want, you can search. Normally, in today's time, you cannot say anymore a teacher is only a teacher. Teacher has to change his or her role and become more of a kind facilitator than teacher. The reason for that is, with Education 4.0, we have to show the correct pathway to the student for learning process. So, we are that kind of facility provider. With different type of G Suite which are available, you will find almost both are having similar kind of feature. But the only difference is that when we are using Meet, we do not have live streaming option with G Suite free account. Whereas with Enterprise Edition, we have live streaming of 100,000 viewers. So that is a huge count. I would recommend G Suite free version for starting, and if we feel comfortable, easy to adapt, we can opt it out, then we should go for G Suite Enterprise Edition, that is paid version, so that we can enhance more features which are available with that edition. With G Suite free, we get almost 10,000 email addresses. That means we can cover faculty as well as student in it. So everybody will have a professional email ID right from the start when they enter into the learning system. With Google Suite, we can have different type of teaching learning process. For that, the first question for any teacher will come is, with this online technique, will my student lose in creativity? So for that, I would say we shall consider an example of history teacher. Suppose I am a history teacher, I am teaching about Taj Mahal. So before that, I can ask my student to come up with the image of Taj Mahal. So for that, student will search how Taj Mahal looks, and then they can make use of Google Drawing, in which they can draw that image. That is the best part that protects the students' creativity. And this particular thing can be used for maths, science, geography, these and many other technical subjects too. Normally, in our regular classroom, the scenario is like, we provide the instructions to the student in classroom and they are supposed to work at their home. But while doing the particular task, if student faces difficulty, to whom he should contact? So here the change is in situation. Student studies at home but solves the problem in front of you. Where being a teacher, I can understand which part of the particular topic is difficult for the student and I can help him in improving. That type of thing is provided by Google Classroom, where we can upload our materials, our learning videos, and it is a complete monitor system where we can keep track of students' activity. Screenshot of the same is shown here. We can conduct online treasure hunt for the student. With this, student can enhance their searching skill. As you can see on screen, there is a question for which student has to enter the answer, and for that they can use of Google search engine also. What it will do is it will enhance skill of searching. For that, what we need is a Chrome browser, which is a Google's product, and there in Google search engine you type a Google a day, you will reach to this screen which is shown here. In this online technique, it is very important to understand what student is getting from the materials which we have uploaded. For that, we have a tool, Google Form, through which we can conduct different type of test, through which we can understand which type of concept student has understood and which type of concepts they have not. Normally, in online teaching, we have to ask students to submit the assignments online. So, for that, if we ask a student to do that kind of activity with normal Word document, the scenario will be, we will give the question, student will go to the Word, whatever he knows he will type. Next thing will be, he will go to a web browser, he will search for a particular content, he will copy it and then paste it into the document. To overcome this, Google has provided the feature where in the Google document itself, Google provide a search engine. That means student do not have to move from one application to other for searching out the answer. What they have to do is they have to only explore about that option and they can definitely get the outcome of the task which we have given. Last, which I would be covering is not only search, but student can give citation for the same. That is, from which particular site they have copied, they can indicate it using the same option. With this, I would say the assignment submission for students cannot be as simple as that. Many of the research works are done with the same kind of citations. So, with this document, it provides a very powerful tool with it. To start with LMS, I would like to quote Sundar Pichai, who is CEO of Google. He says, technology alone will not improve education, but it can be a powerful part of the solution. That is, many of the teachers who are joining these kind of faculty development program for the first time will think that if online teaching starts, what will be the role of teacher? With this statement, I think every doubt will be clear, which says that technology can only improve it. It cannot be whole and soul for the education. So teacher has to be there for guiding the student and making student understand what and where they have to do. So for that, Google Suite provides Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a management system where we can keep track record of students learning, how the particular course is getting developed, how we can upload a particular learning materials, we can become an administrator and observe the particular class with this particular classroom. Learning management system concept has directly emerged from the e-learning, where we provide e-materials to the student for learning. We provide soft copy of notes, videos, and everything is clubbed together in one tool, that is Classroom. In market, there are many LMS available. If you search on Google, you will get many number of learning management system. But my focus is on maximum used learning management system. Start with it. First we will compare both and then we will proceed further. Google Classroom is one of the most strong collaborate focused product. It is easy to understand and implement for both student and teacher. And Google provides many different applications which can be used for the education. The only disadvantage with Google is, if you do not have Google account, you cannot have access to any of its product. Whereas in Moodle, there is no restriction of any account. Moodle is more flexible in the development point of view, where teacher can choose the content and activity and provide it based on the particular time. But the restriction with Moodle is maximum what Moodle can handle in a school plan which they provide is 500 users. Plus, you will find different types of ads always appearing in that site. These are the two major disadvantages. But if we are expert in LMS, I would refer to go for Moodle. If we are starting up with the LMS, we should go for Google Classroom. Google Classroom can collaborate with all the products which you can see on your screen. With Google Classroom, we can go on Google Doc and collaborate, where we can ask student to submit the assignment using Google Doc. We can have student grade sheets using Excel sheets, that is Google Sheet. We can ask student, or we can give presentation to student of our class using slides. We can take online quiz of student using form. We can create our own website using Google site. Along with this, we get Gmail. For virtual classroom, we get Meet. calendar, and the best part is where all these things are going to get stored. They are going to get stored into a Google Drive. It is a kind of hard disk drive that we have into our system. If we have a Google account, we have 15 GB of hard disk available at free of cost. The same kind of scenario is there with our G Suite account. We get free storage space with Google Drive where we can store, and we also get the admin panel through which we can control the access, where we can restrict who all will have the email or G Suite account from our organization and who will not. These kind of features are there with G Suite, and these all are the different tools that club together to form a G Suite. So, to understand it more, I would recommend to see next video where we will be getting demonstration of Google Classroom and collaboration of documents, sheets, forms and other things. If you have any query, you can send it on the mail shown in the screen. Thank you for attending this session.